Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving into a truly cinematic story straight from our source material that strips human potential down to its absolute rawest elements. It's a story about pure grit, relentless discipline, and transforming from an absolute nobody into someone extraordinary. If you're at all fascinated by the real mechanics of mental toughness, well, you are exactly in the right place. Let's get into it.
So ask yourself, what does it actually take to become America's greatest warrior? Is it just genetics, good luck, or is it a mindset that literally refuses to break? To answer this, we've got to travel to a small, totally unforgiving town in Montana. Picture this: howling winds, snow-covered roads, and freezing air that makes every single breath feel like you're swallowing glass. This icy reality is exactly where our story begins.
Part 1. The Impossible Dream, Defying the Odds in Montana. Meet 18-year-old Alex Carter, a kid from a really struggling family who wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every single day just to run.
Now you know how it is, right? When you try to rise above your environment, the environment usually pushes back hard. The locals around town didn't applaud his 4:30 a.m. discipline. Oh no, they mocked it. They laughed and threw these exact phrases right in his face. You're wasting your time. You'll never make it. Kids from this town don't become heroes. But Alex had this singular burning ambition. Deep inside, he carried the dream of becoming one of America's greatest rescue specialists, the kind of guy who saves lives when absolutely everyone else has given up. So how did he handle all that mockery? He didn't even answer them. He just kept running.
Part 2. The Price of Discipline, Meeting the Mentor. Everything changes on a freezing morning run when Alex spots a sharp-eyed old man sitting all alone on a bench. His posture is absolutely perfect, and even at his advanced age, he looks tougher than most young guys. As Alex slows down, the old man smiles and actually questions his crazy daily routine. "Why do you run?" he asks. Alex answers, "Because one day, I want to become someone people can depend on."
The old man looks at him for a long moment and drops this absolute gut punch of a truth. Dreams are free, discipline has a price. I mean, wow, that brilliantly illustrates a crucial concept for all of us. The gap between unstructured ambition and actual real-world achievement is huge. Anybody can dream of being a hero, right? That costs absolutely nothing. But transforming that ambition into reality, that demands a toll paid in sweat, pain, and time. Those words stick in Alex's mind all day, completely shifting how he sees his journey. Fast forward to the very next morning. The old man is waiting for him on the trail. But this time they aren't talking philosophy, it's about action. The mentor hands Alex a backpack, and when Alex puts it on, it is unbelievably heavy. The old man doesn't offer a nice little pep talk. Instead, he gives a single, brutal command: run. Here is where it gets really interesting. Within minutes, Alex's physical body just starts failing. His legs are shaking, his breathing goes into overdrive, and every single step is pure agony. But the old man never lets him stop. Eventually, Alex completely collapses onto the frozen dirt. The mentor looks down at him and delivers the core lesson of this entire phase. Your body isn't quitting, your mind is. It's a profound realization. The physical machine can almost always go further. It's our psychological governor that actually pulls the emergency brake.
Armed with this massive mental shift, Alex enters a totally grueling period of conditioning. We're talking long-distance runs, sprinting up massive hills, dropping for push-ups directly in the snow, doing pull-ups on rough branches until his hands literally bleed, and dragging heavy bags across these awful muddy trails. This went on week after week, month after month. And you want to know the secret to his transformation? It never got easier. The weight was still heavy, the snow was still freezing. Alex just got stronger because he made a daily decision to never, ever quit.
Part 3. The Moment of Truth, The Ordeal. All those lonely mornings at 4:30 a.m. are about to be tested on what seemed like a completely ordinary, icy afternoon. Out of nowhere, absolute chaos. A speeding car hits a bad icy patch on the road and completely loses control. It violently crashes into a ditch, and almost instantly, thick black smoke starts billowing into the freezing air. It's a terrifying scene, and the clock is immediately ticking.
Inside that smoking wreckage, a little girl is trapped. Now pay close attention to the human psychology here. The source material notes that everyone else, all the bystanders, the exact same people who used to mock Alex, they all just stood there, totally frozen in shock. Panic paralyzes people who aren't prepared. But Alex, he bypassed conscious thought entirely. He relied on pure instinct and training, sprinting directly toward the danger while everyone else just watched in horror.
He reaches the car, completely ignoring the intense heat and danger. The metal is warped and jammed shut, but Alex grabs the door and uses every single ounce of raw, conditioned strength he built during those brutal force sessions. He literally rips the door open, reaches in, grabs the little girl, and carries her to safety. Just seconds later, the engine block catches fire. Think about that. A few seconds of hesitation, and this story would have ended in an absolute tragedy.
Part 4, The Call to Adventure. The reward. The exact same town that used to laugh at him as he ran by in his worn-out shoes, they just watched him perform an absolute miracle in dead silence. Nobody was laughing at the 18-year-old kid anymore. He had proven his worth in the most undeniable real-world way possible. The very next day, the local newspaper drops this incredible headline: Unknown teen saves child from burning car. This one piece of paper completely reshapes Alex's public identity. He's no longer just the mechanic's son with some crazy dream. But more importantly, this headline acts like a beacon, sending a powerful signal out into the wider world. And days later, that signal actually gets answered. An official envelope arrives at Alex's tiny wooden house. His hands are literally shaking as he opens it up. Inside is an official invitation. Because of his incredibly decisive actions, he's been selected to attend one of the most elite, demanding, and rigorous rescue training academies in the entire United States. It's a deeply emotional moment. His hardworking mother bursts into tears of joy. His father smiles with immense pride, telling him, "This is the opportunity you've been waiting for." Part 5, What Lies Ahead, Crossing the Threshold. The following week, Alex takes everything he owns in the world, packs it into one single duffel bag, and stands at the local bus station, smiling back at the streets that doubted him for all those years.
He's smiling because he knows the real journey is just beginning. As that bus rolls down the highway, Alex is heading toward an academy that is explicitly designed to break people. It's going to push him far beyond every physical and mental limit he ever discovered with his mentor. The harsh reality of this elite environment is that many students will simply quit. Some will try their absolute hardest and still fail. Only a tiny, select few will actually survive the training. As Alex rolls toward his destiny, he is about to face a brutal awakening. He has bravery, clearly. He's got raw discipline. But in the absolute elite tiers of the rescue world, everyone has that. So I'll leave you with this. What happens when courage alone is never going to be enough? What do you rely on when your absolute best still falls short? We'll see you in the next one.